Alright, Evo says we're live, so what's poppin'? Unfortunately, I'm back for a third run. Yeah, we're doing Mega Man 9 this time. If you watch the 5-year anniversary, you saw Slurpee do this game, and now I get to do it, but much worse than him. So we're going to start on the Robot Master selection in 3, 2, 1, go. So Mega Man 9, it came out in like 2008, I think. Now we go to Concrete Man first, because his weapon is probably the most versatile, and he's pretty easy to buster down. And there's actually not much to say about this stage. It's actually the most straightforward of all of them. Now we're gonna buster down these elephants. They take 14 shots, I believe. That last one I just intentionally take a hit on because I don't really know how to effectively do it without taking damage. I was pretty late on that. I'm surprised I didn't get shot. I saw a question in chat, is Mega Man X next? No, it is not. I believe, I don't know what's next. Okay, so Concrete Man can do one of 3 things. He can, or is it 4? I don't remember. One of his patterns is he can shoot those 3 concretes, but you kind of want to stand close to him, so you kind of eliminate the 3 concretes. So you just have him dash, jump high, or shoot the 1 concrete, which is pretty easy to jump over. I also got like a 205 kill, and that's horrible. Probably because I got froze by the concrete. But this is the best weapon in the game speedrun wise, and you can see why when we start using it. You saw in the preview kind of weapon preview screen there that when you shoot it onto a ground or onto a wall, it turns into a block. But it can also turn enemies into blocks, and you can jump on those as well. And then if you shoot and then like get under it and then you jump, as it's falling, you can zip past it. I think you can skip those magma pillars. I have no idea how to do them because it's pretty precise, and you should only really do them if you're getting like 33s. Of course, I choked and got hit. I don't know why my mashing was so bad on that dragon, but he takes 5. He takes 5 concretes, yeah. And then those little pillars that were shooting the fires, those are random as well. Okay, I'm gonna tiptoe and then kind of skip that. I can't believe I did that again. I did that in practice. But as you saw, you can stun those pillars. You can, I don't know if I mentioned, you could zip through that last one if you get kind of like 5 pixels or whatever into it. might die here. Okay, I didn't. But with Concrete, or with Magma Man, he does either a 2-tile, or those platforms, he either goes 2 steps down, or 1 step down. And then you kind of just want to shoot him with the Buster as he's landing, so you can get 2 or 3 hits. I guess that was an okay fight considering my health situation. So the routes can sometimes diverge here. You can, if you want, you can go to Hornet Man third. It doesn't really matter. Oh boy. The only thing that matters is as long as you do Jewel Man 5th. And I guess the Magma, Concrete, Hornet, and Galaxy are done before that. But I think most people do this for PB attempts because this is a more reset heavy level and they just want to get that done earlier. I just like Galaxy Man, so I'm doing him earlier. I want to put off doing Hornet Man stage as long as possible because I hate his stage. Yeah, this is the first stage where you really see Rush Coil use. I've been grabbed by that guy recently a lot, so, and those copters, I think you saw, they'll kind of just like force you in one direction, so if you get caught by that one, you're going straight into the spikes, so I kind of wanted to avoid that by being a little bit safer. I did it again? Okay, never mind. I thought I shot that concrete too low. You kind of want to shoot the concrete as you're going up, and then take a back damage boost as late as possible to land on top of it. Oh, nice, I got a 5 hit. I thought I was too low for that damage boost, but it didn't happen. Or I didn't miss it, I mean. I guess technically I could do Jewel Man now if I really wanted to. Actually, no, I can't because I need Hornets for it. Is that the new Mega Man 6 ROM hack? Like, I don't know what it's called. I saw Dark Terex play it. I don't pay attention to ROM hacks that much. Let's see. You actually have to be mindful a bit of your jumps there, because if you jump too high by accident, then you're right into the spikes, and that's pretty annoying. No Splash Woman yet. So that flower, he can spawn on any of those platforms, and even if you start the fight by jumping, he can land on the top platform. So the one I had, and then the one beside me are the best two, and everything after that is horrible. You can concrete those flower pots, but I don't remember how to do it consistently. Oh, Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to do. Thankfully, I had extra concrete. I will not try to explain what happened there. I just stopped paying attention for 2 seconds and then I fell off. I also apologize if my commentary is extremely boring. Because it probably is really boring, because I'm terrible at commentating Mega Man games. But the Magma Bazooka, I'm trying to think of a weapon that it's kind of like. Well, it does like is stack damage, so if you hit like 2 or 3 of the magmas into it, then it'll stack the damage, so that's why you want to charge and try to hit as much as possible into them. I was gonna say Triple Blade, but I didn't know if 10 was popular enough for people to know what that is. Switch to concrete, please. So I guess now you can see that concrete really works just to turn almost any enemy into blocks. You can buster that section down, but I don't know how to do it. So now we're coming to the rock mini boss. It's literally luck, but you can kind of accelerate it at first by shooting hornets, and then he'll come down as soon as it hits him, because it'll track where he first spawns. Oh boy, can you please? Okay, I wanted him to go right, but he went left, so I had to wait even longer. The one I got was okay. The one right beside it to the left would be a perfect boss. And then the far left is the other most common one I see. Which is literally the worst one. Do you play endless mode? No. I tried to in 10, but I'm awful at it. So the gimmick with Jewel Man's fight is he jumps when you jump, so you kind of just want to place down a black hole bomb, so whenever he lands, his iframes will be gone. And pretty much every boss fight in this game is pretty easy, for Robot Masters at least. So now we have Rush Jet, and the route can kind of diverge again. You can do Plug or Splash first. Out of the last 3, all that matters is you do Plug before Tornado. Oh boy, now my cycles are messed up. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Do I have... I'm assuming that means individual times. I do not have a time for the special stage. Okay, well, pretend that didn't happen. We're seeing Plugman for the first time. So the game's on a global timer, or the stages. So these Yoku blocks are all on a global timer. But I kind of messed it up, but I usually wait for the blocks to get to a certain pattern anyway. So now I know where I am in the cycle. What am I doing? That's horrible. Okay, I'm doing a backup now. I don't know why I did that. I guess that's what I get for playing the challenges for Legacy Collection 2. Because you start your jet up there in one of the challenges. Okay, I jumped over that, jumped that stomper, so wherever Slurpee is right now, he can be somewhat proud. So the gimmick with Plugman is just don't run out of, or don't waste any jewel satellites because you have exactly enough to kill them. Alright, time for a splash woman. So now Big Mike can be happy. So most of this stage is conducted underwater. I guess this entire stage, other than like a little bit of the end. I wonder if I should have grabbed that extra life. I believe people do this before Plug, or like right after Jewel as their 6th Robot Master sometimes, because it's another reset heavy level. So now if you played Mega Man 5, this might look a little bit familiar to you, but just done a little bit differently. Okay, I just want to land somewhat properly. I might, okay, never mind. I want to land on that, on the left half of that last bubble to the right, and then I can safely maneuver around those spikes. I guess in a marathon setting, I've heard people say it's super difficult. I don't find it that difficult, but I guess in a marathon setting, like, you actually have to somewhat work for it. So now you can see the true power of the Hornet Chaser and how awful of a weapon it is. The bees just go wherever they wish. I guess shoutouts to Evo, our restreamer, if he was listening in on my stream while I was practicing, and you just heard me crying about the game and how I'm bad at it. So this is probably my favorite stage to run with Tornado Man. It has some pretty fun movement. And by movement I mean just rush coil and then immediately switch to rush jet and then sit there for like 30 seconds. Or not 30 seconds, but you skip this entire section. Oh, what happened there? I kind of like started falling, and then the game kind of corrected itself when I pressed right too early. I'll grab that health just in case something stupid goes wrong. Like that, I guess. What am I doing? What am I doing? I am awful at this game. Why am I not jumping? See, that's why I grabbed the health, so I could be an idiot. So what I grabbed there was an E-tank. It was just hidden there. You need to coil to it. I was going to explain something about the game, but then I completely forgot because I was too busy whining about not being able to jump. Oh, I'm bad at every level. I'm terrible at this game. What's his weakness? I don't know why I sat there for like 2 seconds. So Tornado Man, I guess you saw kind of his effect where he can go to the top, or he can go anywhere, but the top is kind of the second best other than him just staying on the ground, because you can still easily hit him if he's right on the top without jumping and risking hitting the spikes. Because whenever he does his tornado, and if you jump, you'll get like a super jump. Time for the Wily stages. These stages are actually pretty difficult. Whether it's casual or for a speedrun. So I'm going to start out with the Jewel Satellite. You'll see most good runners buster this, but Jewel Satellite's a pretty good backup because you can just kill everything and not really have to worry about falling into the pit after taking a hit. So the first two Wily stages are pretty rush jet heavy as well. So that's why at the beginning of Wily 2 you'll see me pick up extra rush jet energy because of how much we use it between the two stages. Oh, I didn't realize I put coil out. For that first laser, you can well, you don't, not sometimes, if you're good, then you can kind of like jet at the top of the ladder and skip it. But if you're late on getting on the jet, then you're gonna hit the laser all the time. So I'm just gonna jet over that big guy, because I don't want a damage boost, just in case. So with spike pushers, you don't want to mash, because you can only have 3 shots on screen at once. You don't want to mash as fast as possible for this. So you kind of want to rhythm mash. And I'm doing it terribly, unfortunately. spike pushers. You might have heard my controller, I'm not sure. I don't know why my rhythm was completely off, so I got pushed a couple times. So now Wily 2 is probably the most scary level in the game. Why? Good thing I have extra jet, because I always mess that up the first time. I call that the cab jump for Mr. Cab 55. I don't think he invented it, but he's the one who taught me how to do it. So shouts to him wherever he is. I don't need that. I need, I don't remember. Best music in the game. That's Wily 1. That's probably the worst flower spawn, because you have to go all the way to the left again after killing him. I think there is some sort of rhythm with getting those bombs without taking a hit, but I never bothered to learn it. So I kind of just do that and then pretend I'm doing something. Boy, these jumps. Okay, there's one. And there's the other. Okay. I had to really concentrate on those jumps. I hate those jumps. Even though like you tiptoe, it's still like a small frame window. Grabbing the health actually might be useful, because Mega Mech Shark, as the boss is called in this stage, he's pretty scary. Let's see if I can get this corner jump. Nope. Oh, I'm gonna take another hit. I say as I'm taking a hit. Okay, well I avoided taking a hit from the stomper, which is probably the most important part. I played that stage so terribly. So the reason you keep Rush Coil out, I didn't get the jump. It's like I've never played the game before. I didn't want to tank because I thought I had a pretty good chance with my health, and then I forgot how to fight him. So yeah, that boss has 3 phases, and if you're not terrible, you can do them all pretty quickly. But I'm bad, so I didn't get to do that. I'm just gonna mash that one down, and if I get a good spawn for this one. Okay, I got a good jump mash as well, so it's fine. So now this is just the gravity elevator, or whatever. I'll call it the gravity elevator because that kind of sounds cool. You just go up. trident. Okay, I should be good. Actually, lining yourself up with those spikes can be pretty scary. I mean, well, it's pretty easy when you really think about it, but just when you're doing a run. I also like to do a lot of not thinking, so I might just not think about it properly. I'm taking this a little bit safer. Because I didn't have Trident, I just really didn't feel like dying, so I took it a little bit safer. Okay, now let's see if I can not do this. Oh, way too late. Oh, nope. That thing's... the quick kill's impossible. Now I can... this is the point where I say I can officially beat the game at least. Because there's no more super scary bosses. It's just the boss rush and Wily. I don't know why I am. So I'm going to start with Galaxy and then just go counterclockwise from there. Nope. What am I doing? No, we're just gonna... the reason we do Galaxy first, well, at least with my level of strategy, is you can M-tank right after and then get full concrete for Wily. Whereas good, like if you're like a 33, 32, and then 31 if you're Slurpee and Sarantian, then you M-tank right after you get it, actually, in Wily 3. How did I not get that achievement even on PC yet? But that's where you saw, against Magma, because you actually don't have enough Tornado to kill him, you saw the stack damage from Magma Bazooka. gonna be the end of... I hate those bees, how they just go wherever they feel like. Then you get to see the full effect of the concrete fight when you have Laser Trident, which is his weakness. Oh boy, I missed it. Okay. I don't know how I'm messing this up so badly. I'll blame PC input lag. But you want to like shoot his eggs into him and then mash. Oh my god, if I didn't... You just hit him. Okay, thank you. People say those double hits are hard. The timing for it is pretty lenient actually, from my experience. And then this Wily, the idiots at Capcom were like, let's put the boss in the air. Let's make his weakness the only weapon that goes against the ground. And that is time. Not even a 36 Keck W. So now we killed Wily. Well, we didn't kill him, but now we're going through all the games of when he did defeat him. I guess we'll just skip it. I'm not very good with signing off, so shout out to RGL for hosting this event and for having me, despite I'm not a very good Mega Man 9 runner. That's the only shout out I can think of, is RGL and all the staff that make this event possible. Yeah, I'm not very good with I'm not very good with signing off, so I apologize for the long periods of silence there. I'll be ending, but Yell's Rack, I believe, is doing River City Ransom next, and that's a good game.